Hey, peeps and sages. We are back. We are talking Love During Lockup, Season 1, Episode 3. And honey, listen, this episode was funny. You know what? I did not think that I was going to like this season because I thought, how fun could it be with them being in jail? But this has been good so far. These people are hilarious. And I'm thinking that the more episodes we get, the more I'm starting to think that these people could not be serious. So we're going to start with Henry and Dalton. And listen, she goes to visit this man's daddy. And it was a bit awkward for me when he made that comment about how he would like to see her in his bedroom. I said, oh, God, girl, that's disgusting, sir. What?
Wow. I said, did he just say that?
Yeah, the way he was looking at her and I got real grossed out vibes from daddy.
It made me uncomfortable. It made me uncomfortable. I was like, this don't feel right.
See her back at her house, just pan frying a chuck roast to call it a steak than being out with his daddy. I mean, I don't know. I liked his dad. You know, he said that the whole family are invested in him and they want to see him succeed when he gets out of jail. And I said, but dude, you haven't even seen the dude in 2 years. And I appreciated him for keeping it real when he said that she was his typical type, very impressionable. And, you know, he can control her pretty much. She is still in the childhood realm, if you ask me. She's got these big fantasies, these big dreams. He's going to come out of prison and be a stepdad to her son. And I said, you know what? Hendrix doesn't deserve this. He really doesn't. You need to find yourself and then just be settled as a mom before you bring this convict into Hendrix's life. I just hated that. What did you think?
Girl, okay. The dad, okay, they just busted us in the face upside the head with that. I don't think I was ready. And I didn't like I said, I did have to rewind because I wanted to make sure, did he say you should see my bedroom? And he said that, he did say that. And I was like, that's a little, it just made me feel uncomfortable in the way, anyway, I did like that he plans to support him. Like, he's like, well, as soon as he comes out, we're going to cocoon him like a butterfly. And I was like, okay. And in my mind, I'm thinking, where does she fit in that cocoon? Which he let her know, you don't. You know, you don't fit in. And then she was like, well, we'll see because he coming home with me. And I'm like, oh, wow, wait a minute. I was like, is this what she was intending? I mean, because now they're like adversaries, it seems like. But I did like that they took us, that she bought a house. They showed us that she bought a house for her and her son. And I think that is wonderful. I think that's so great. I liked her mom being with her and both of them being happy. But her mom asked about 10 times, this your house? You bought this? You bought this house? You bought a house? I was like, why is she so confused? Like, did she not
probably, I mean, Dalton's father said that she was quite delusional. So
I know.
I mean, I happen to agree. I really do like that she bought a house for her and her son. I think that her little boy is absolutely, just like she said, he deserves to have his own yard and his own room and, you know, space to grow and play. He absolutely deserves that. But what he doesn't deserve is Dalton. You know, and her mom kept saying, this is such a nice place for you and Hendrix and Dalton.
And she said, Dalton.
And she just kept saying that over and over again, and Dalton. And then she said, something that she said when he called her on the phone, she said something about, she said, everybody believes in you. And her mom said, no, only you believe in him.
Okay. I was like, mom is shady. But keeping it real, you know, and that's what I appreciate, that they are not showing anyone. Well, I will get to that when we get to it, but they're not showing anybody with support that's delusional. Like, no one is like around them that is 100% cheering them on. So I appreciate that realism in there.
Yeah, me too. I also appreciate that her mom told her, do not put him on the deed. Because I was
Yes.
saying that the whole time. I said, girl, if you put that dude on your deed, as soon as things don't work out, he is going to take half your house. And then you and Hendrix is going to be back in an apartment somewhere. Don't do that. Don't make that mistake. That little boy is a user and she's going to find out. And unfortunately, she's going to find out the hard way.
For me, when I heard her mom say that, don't put him on the deed, I was thinking at first, like, do you really have to tell her that? Shouldn't she know already? Like, you don't have to tell her that. But then I thought about her like dinner and I was like, yeah, you probably do need to tell her that. Like, and you probably need to write it down. Maybe even in crayon.
Delusional.
Yeah.
Okay.
She did instructions written in crayon.
Listen, that
Colorful
girl,
crayon.
she deserves better, but you know, she's getting what she's asking for. She's going into this, I think, completely blind. And when she made the comment that she knows exactly what she's doing and what her son needs, I don't buy it, ma'am. No. I don't think so.
It's actually selfish. It's actually a selfish move that she's doing. She's not bringing him into their brand new home at such a young age of her son, where he's still developing, is a selfish move on her behalf.
Yeah, her mom even said, she said, I thought you said that he was brought up by wealthy parents. Is he really going to want to live in your mobile home, your trailer?
No, I was like, that's not nice.
Well, her mobile home and trailer is better than his jail cell. Okay. And he's going to have fried chuck roast on a regular basis. I'm just saying. Anyway, let me stop. We're going to move on to Indy and Harry. Girl, what did you think?
All kinds of Okay. So I don't like her daughter sitting in front of the screen with an inmate. I very much was bothered by that. I mean, who Jesus? You know, we could almost call her Haley number 2.
She reminded me of that girl from last season of Love After Lockup. It was, I forget her name, but she was going with Quaylen. And she let her baby call Quaylen daddy too. Daddy is not all right. That little girl should not be calling Harry daddy. No. I don't like that. You don't really know him like that. And that little girl doesn't know him like that. And you making it seem as if y'all are about to be a real family and he's going to be a good daddy to this little girl. He's got charges for kidnapping. I mean, seriously. And that's what pissed me off.
On top of all that, like we saw last week how he would not give her a 100% yes, come on down, you know, like The Price is Right. He did not tell her to come on down. Okay. Now, this episode, we see her saying, I can't wait to talk to your mama and your sisters. And he was like, nope, that's not a good idea. Nope. And she was like, well, yeah, I need to talk to your mama. And he was like, no. And then she was bothered by it. So how many signs do you need to have? Like dropping out of the sky and landing on your face and wiggling? She still wouldn't see it, it seems like.
Girl, please. That was a red flag across her face. I mean, she keeps getting them left and right. This dude is hiding something. He doesn't want her to talk to his family because he's either dating somebody else or he's afraid that his family, he's afraid that his family is going to tell her who he really is. And the jig is going to be up. He does not want her in Ohio. He definitely doesn't want her talking to his mom and sister.
I'm going to do it anyway.
She said that she was going to call them sooner or later anyway, whether he wanted her to or not. I said, you're not going to have to worry about it because your mama going to knock on their door. Okay?
Honey.
Bounty hunter Yolanda is about to go meet them in person. She's not about to let her daughter go to Ohio with her grandbaby. It is a no-go.
And didn't she say, I'm on my way? She said, I'm on my way to Ohio.
Yeah, she said, I'm going to Ohio. So, yeah, her mama's going to find out the full truth.
Actually, I wish all of them would do their own background check.
I mean, for entertainment value, I appreciate every last one of these people. So we're going to move to Ty, Hottie, and BB. Now, honey, I don't know why we added BB, but listen, first of all, she was showing us that poem that Hottie wrote her from
Girl,
prison. And I said, girl, what in the third grade is going on? This
you should have been
poem
too
is so
embarrassed to
childish
read it.
and juvenile. I mean, it was real third grade, second grade poem.
I should have
And
read
she's
that.
got it hanging up there for her kids to see. I said, this is really terrible. And then I'm telling you right now, this whole thing with Boston and ringing her phone off the hook like this is all set up by production. I think this is all a storyline, because there is no way that every time the cameras are on you, that this same woman is blowing up your phone back to back to back to back. She's at a restaurant and with her girlfriends, and this phone is blowing up back to back, back to back. I'm sorry. I think that is full fabrication. I think she's probably crazy in real life, but come on now.
I agree, because I felt those same sentiments that you just now said. And then I thought, you know what? How did she even get her number?
He gave it to her. How else? How is this girl getting her phone number? This dude had to have told her, or she's paying his phone cards or whatever, and the girl got the number from there or something. But he had to have told her. Well, this is all planned out.
When I was thinking it was fake, I was like, how did she get her number? Like, is it like, I was just wondering, how fake does it go? It feels set up.
It feels so fake.
Yeah. And then I was thinking, how did she get her number in the first place? But anyway, so she must wants to, you know what, Ty wants to be an actress.
Absolutely. And that girl too. And I'm telling you, it was faker than watching a WWE skit. Okay. Anyway, she says that she doesn't have any faith in free men, but she has faith in prison men. I said, girl, instead of your friends trying to hook her up with a man, they need to hook her up with a mental health professional. A real friend would introduce her to a mental health professional. Seriously, girl, we got your first 2 visits. Okay. You have got to get some help. Can we get you on a 5150 hold? Something is wrong.
A GoFundMe for therapy. But you know what? She likes them big and buff. I think that's the thing that's holding her, because out here, you know, she has less of a chance to find them big and buff. I think she thinks, but they all come out, I think she thinks, from being incarcerated, big and buff. Now, we can't fault her for what she likes. She likes big and buff.
You can find a big and buff man that's not in jail. Go to any Gold's Gym.
Yeah,
go to any Planet Fitness. Go to any Fitness 19. Go to any LA Fitness. Go to any gym, and you will find some man that is fit and buff. I'm just saying, this is ridiculous.
I think that's what's holding her.
I thought that guy Angel was nice. I mean, the fact that she sat down there and told him that she had to check a call from her kids and pulled out 3 to 4 cell phones, that should have ran him off instantly. If somebody I was on a date with pulled out that many cell phones, the trust is gone already. I just said hello to you and I don't trust you. Why do you have so many phones? You are not a physician. What is going on? And even physicians don't have that many phones.
Too much is going on. God. And I'm going to say this. I'm just going to say it. I feel like there was some lies going on when she said that she hasn't done anything sexually wise in 4 years, but then they tongued it down on the first time meeting each other. Those two things don't go together. And I was disgusted.
Sworn on the first episode, she said that she hadn't dated or had sex with a man in 7 years.
Oh, well, and this one she said 4.
7. And then this time she said 4. So I was confused.
Girl, and it's going to get to a day in a minute.
Yeah, I said, well, maybe in the first episode she said 4. I thought she just said 7. I don't know.
She said 7 because I don't believe her.
That girl happened to call yet again while she's out on this date. And the fact that she got up screaming on speakerphone to this girl and then came back telling that lie about a flood at the funeral home. I said, why are you lying? And the way he turned his head and looked directly into the camera when she told him she might let him cut something later. I said, that's a little gross. What?
I was like, no. And furthermore, makes me not believe that nothing has happened with her for 4 years, much less 7. You talking about
That's right.
cutting, you kissing, tonguing all the way down on national television for the first time that you supposedly met this person? Girl, no.
Because even though he knew she was lying, he was still interested in going out with her again. And she was saying that she's going to keep it strictly prisoners. And I think one of the reasons she said strictly prisoners, because as long as she's dating prisoners, she gets to stay on the show.
Oh, true. But she like them big and buff. I'm just saying.
Stay on the show. I'm just saying. Now, listen, we're going to move Tiba and Towsy. Now, let me just say, I've got an update on these two. And so, spoiler alert, if you do not want to hear the update about these two,
let me get my tea.
Ahead just a couple seconds, okay? So, it turns out this dude gets out of jail and he goes to the halfway house.
Mm-hmm.
But when he goes to the halfway house, he falls in love with a girl who works at the halfway house. So by the time he gets out of the halfway house, he is engaged to this woman. They have Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, and they have been posting pictures together. They are engaged. They are in love. And he has nothing to do with Santiba. So I don't know how this is going to end. I don't even know how many episodes we are going to get this season because Max and Tara is not a thing, and neither is Santiba and Tally. So I don't know if after that whole thing blows up with both of these couples that they're just going to move on and just show the other couples. I have no idea, but this whole Santiba and Tally thing, Tally was just not that into her, I guess. Especially if he was with her all this time and loved her so much, like he was saying, and then all of a sudden you get to the halfway house and this other woman turns your head. Now this other woman, she looks like she's in her 30s. I'm just saying. I'm rude.
Okay, wait. It just went boom. Okay. He dropped the mic and walked away. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so here's the thing with me. I knew something was wrong when he told her, don't you come just yet. You know, they talking about she all in the bathtub, a staged bathtub, thank goodness, with some lingering.
Oh, yeah, that photo shoot.
Yeah, photo shoot.
That photo shoot was nothing like I have ever thought. I'm telling you right now, I would never do that type of photo shoot unless it's for my husband, not for a guy in prison. And something tells me that that lady that did her hair and makeup, she should think of a new job. Okay, what grown ass woman is trying to be sexy and hot with those pigtails and that bad makeup? It was just a weird photo shoot for me. It was given whatever happened to Baby Jane all the way.
I don't want people to come for me. Maybe that, you know what I chopped it up to be? Maybe that's from like where she's from, wherever she's from.
No.
Because I don't know. Around here, we don't do makeup like that.
No.
Okay.
Makeup is universal, ma'am, and that was not appropriate. And if you wanted to have a sexy pigtail photo shoot, you got to make those pigtails sexy. They should be sleek, and you should be wearing a schoolgirl uniform.
Yes, I was going to say with a schoolgirl uniform. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. No, ma'am.
So as she's in the bathtub or whatever, in lingerie for the photo shoot, she receives her call and takes it in front of everyone, of course. You know, and he's telling her, yeah, I'm about to get out soon, but don't you come knocking. And I'm like, this is so messed up. And then she hangs up the phone.
Did you see his face? The photographer and her friend, they both look so sad for her.
She hangs up the phone and continues the photo shoot. Okay. But then, you know what made me laugh? And I loved it. I said, at least she got a sense of humor. I hope that's what that was. She said, I hope he's not trading my pictures for some noodles. I was like, trading your pictures for some noodles? Okay. I had saw on some kind of behind the scenes something where a person said, they told me to say that. It was one of these Love After Lockup series. I went and asked him about a prenup. And she said that the producers told her to come in there and say that.
I think that the producers have a lot to do with the whole thing. I think that they probably find out what's going on in their lives, and then they just add a whole bunch of stuff. to make it seem interesting or to make it seem funny. You know, the fact that he told her that he was getting out the halfway house in 3 to 4 weeks and told her that there's no need for her to come down there. You know, he'll get in touch with her when he gets out of the halfway house. And she says she's still going. I said, oh my gosh, you are about to waste your time and your money and get your feelings hurt when you show up and he's at the halfway house not thinking about you, period.
Why do you think he said not to go?
Probably because he had another woman picking him up to drop him off at the halfway house.
And then fell in love with another woman.
Then fell in love with the woman that worked at the halfway house. And those pictures that they posted, he looks really happy. So I don't know. Anyway, moving on to this woman who is an absolute spoiled brat, Gabby and Chris. What did you think?
I was so happy when she talked to that mama. Okay, let me say that with a calm voice. I was so happy when she talked to the mama. That mama was like, no, all kinds of no. Well,
what I thought was funny is when she told her friend when she was out shopping, her retail therapy, that she couldn't talk to him because he was still in the shoe. And her friend said, do you think his mom knows? And she says, probably not, or no, because he's in the shoe. Should I call her? And then she calls her and she tells her that Chris is getting out. And she had no clue. I'm like, look, this dude made time to call to his mama. And then she going to talk about how she's going to come first because she's going to be his wife. No, ma'am, you are not his wife yet. So you are not first. And his mama doesn't like you because you are acting like a true gold digger. You are using this man's settlement money. He got this money from being beat on. You should not spend $30,000 on a wedding dress and still live in an apartment. This is not cute. I'm just saying. But and I didn't like the way she spoke to his mom either. And she called her a bitch when she hung up. That really pissed me off. I hope he's actually trying to break up with her.
Honey, I predict just like that you know what, let me not even joke like that. I was gonna say I predict they're broken up already. But I thought about you when I saw that scene when the mom said he's getting out. Because I said, the first thing that popped in my mind, you said last week, was he really in the shoe or did he just not want to talk to her or deal with her or want to give her any money? You know, and that just rang in my mind when the mama said he's about to get out and Gabby, she don't want Gabby like basically nowhere around. I was like, oh, he wasn't in the shoe. I was just like, baby, he wasn't in the shoe. But I love the mom being so on, like she's a breath of fresh air as well. She reminds me of Indy's mom, you know, without the badge. You know, Indy's mom got a badge or whatever, but she was saying he needs to be around family, you know. But did she
wanted his mom to put her foot down with her a little more though? Because to me, she was being fly and smart, you know, at the mouth with this woman. And I really wanted his mom to treat her like a mom and to handle this little brat and hang up, you know, because that was the quickest way he's not talking to you right now anyway. I've got all the information. And if I don't tell you anything, then, oh, well, you know what I mean? Don't talk to me crazy.
Her mom was having fun. I saw that, and I don't agree with it because you and I are both straight to the point type of people. Her mom was playing with her as fun, you know. It was like she was having fun with her because she knew what was up, because we saw that when she made the call, because the mom was saying this, that, and the other, and ain't nobody getting no information. And then Gabby made the call and they told her a little bit of information. So, and the mom was like, oh, okay. But
yeah, but they didn't tell her what she needed to know. She was trying
correct.
To find out if he was really getting out or if he had to go serve federal time. And his mom told her they're not going to tell you that. And when she asked him that, they said, we can't release that information.
The federal
Even
time
though
part.
her mom said they're not going to tell you that, I bet you 9 times out of 10, his mom, she knows.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure she knows. His mom is only entertaining her because it's entertaining to her.
So I look forward to seeing what's going on with that relationship. I personally think that they're going to be broken up. And then we move on to Max and Tara. And, you know, this whole story is manufactured. So I don't really have much to say about this. This is all BS. This man is making all of this stuff up. He absolutely already knew that Tara was out of jail, because in that interview I seen her on, she said that she had informed him and Love during Lockup people that he could not come to get her out of jail. So he already knew.
Yeah.
And it's time for him to exit the show, because he's
Yeah.
really not even dating an inmate.
Exactly. And now, you know what? And I'm gonna say this too, because I already had an attitude with this whole little segment when it came on. I was like, because he bamboozled me. He bamboozled me. I be believing in, people who seem to be telling the truth and they're hurt and all this kind of stuff. I kind of woo, but I'm not wooing no more. Okay.
No more.
I was pissed. And the thing about it is, I was even more pissed the more his lips moved and sound came out, because he got the nerve to bring, I was going to talk mess about his friend. He got the nerve to bring a friend, the dude or whatever, and talking to his dude, his friend, complaining about something that's not even real, about a woman who, and I watched that interview too. And I like the woman too. She seemed very sincere and very real. Okay. So I was really pissed. And then, he talking about, I don't want to be a stalker.
He is trying to be famous. He is trying to get clout, and they need to put him right off this show. I bet you 9 times out of 10, he's going to automatically start dating or talking to another inmate so that he can stay on the show.
No, you know what? We need to, I'll start a petition or something. I should start a petition. No more Max. No more Max. He can't come back.
Period.
Okay.
Period.
He can't come back. Him and his friends up there.
I'm here for all the other couples. I'm here for all the other couples except for Max and Tara and Setiba and Tally.
And even his friends sitting up there saying, you should just leave her. And he was like, how can I? I have talked to her for months.
And she said in that interview that they had not been talking for months.
My thing is,
crazy.
It was so fake. And months is not a long time to act like you cannot stop talking to her. Because he said you should just move on, the friend. And he said, how can I? I've been talking to her for months. Boy.
Maybe he's trying to be an actor.
I believe so.
So I don't know. Sages and peeps, get down in the comments and let us know what you think. Are you tired of Max? What do you think about Indy, Haley, and Ty? These girls are really working my good nerve. I'm telling you.
And Setiba and Gabby.
Oh gosh, Gabby can go. Anyway, you guys, until next time. Bye.